Alright guys, so if you're watching this, you probably came from my news show. If you didn't come from the Christian news show, that is linked in the description below if you want to check that out. But this is everything about the CES that I found interesting and awesome. Truth! And I do need to say that I am filming this a day in advance again, so the day that, like, it's all finished, I don't even get to report on. So that being said, I'm really sorry if I miss anything. Really. But to make up for that, I do have a piece of information not coming from CES, and that is the possible release date for the Xbox 720. And that release date is June 11th, but it should be, like, premiered at E3. And at E3, that's where they're going to talk about the specs and stuff. All I've really gotten from sources is that the Kinect will be, like, inside the console, which, that's cool, I guess. But I am excited for all these specs that are probably going to be coming out that'll make this console just amazing. Alright, so at CES, we've seen a lot of TVs and a lot of really big tablets. Nothing that's really going to change the future, but some really cool stuff. And honestly, when I think of CES, I think of what is going to change the future. And when I think of what is going to change the future, I think of the new Piston Steam box from Valve. It has a quad-core processor, 8 GB of RAM, and up to a terabyte of solid-state memory. Which, I mean, sounds great. It sounds like a really nice computer, except this computer is more like this big. Also, the price range is supposed to be rumored to be $999, and the whole thing is meant for gaming. I mean, you are going to be able to do other things like a computer on this, and I've always said that there was no way you're going to kill console gaming, but if you have something that you can easily upgrade, which this is, you might have beat it. Needless to say, I am excited for this thing. I don't know when it's going to be released, but just seeing it just makes it awesome. And then my last thing is something that I've been looking at and hearing about for a while, and it's not as cool as the Piston, but I do see how it could be revolutionary. And that, of course, is Samsung's flexible screen. Now, when I hear about it, I think of, like, bending the phone so it has a curve to it, which I really don't get. Like, that wouldn't fit in my pocket too well, but it is kind of a cool idea. But then when you talk to Samsung about it, they're like, we can take these tablets and we can fold them up like a roadmap. Now, the technology definitely isn't there yet, because when they take the screen, they can flex it into a tube, but they can't just fold it flat. You would crease the screen. But I do have to admit, their book-shaped phone does seem kind of cool. The device looks like a phone, but then you can unfold it, and the screen unfolds into a tablet screen. It sounds a little bulky, and I don't know if that would be the phone that I would want to get, but I could see it being very practical for people who don't want a tablet and a phone, because they're pretty much the same thing. I don't see these, like, paper screens being very useful now, but I can see them be kind of revolutionary in the future, where they could maybe be a replacement for, like, paper. It's crazy what technology is doing. It gets me really excited. It's all that I found interesting in the news today. So in closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like, subscribe. I will see you Monday, and God bless.